morning, everyone. My name is Cecilia Leila Zahra, and I am a student from the Physics program at Udayana University. Today, I'm going to present my project titled Project-Based Learning Geoelectrical Method for Groundwater Exploration and Aquifer Characterization. This project discusses for how physics, especially the study of electricity and electromagnetism, can be applied in real environmental research. The main focus is on geoelectrical methods, specifically electrical resistivity tomography or ERT and vertical electrical sounding or VAS, which are used to detect and characterize groundwater systems beneath the Earth's surface. Groundwater is a very important natural resource, but it is becoming increasingly scarce due to population growth and climate change. Therefore, understanding its distribution and flow characteristics is crucial for sustainable water management. Let's begin with the main objective of this project. Are there four main goals? First, to understand the application of geoelectrical methods in mapping groundwater system. 2. Review research findings on aquifer characterization using ERT and PAS. Third, to identify current limitations and propose potential improvements. And finally, to connect basic physics theories like Ohm's laws and electric field theory with practical application in geophysics and environmental science. In short, this project not only explains how geoelectrical methods work, but also shows how the knowledge we gain from physics can be directly used to solve real-world environmental problems. For the methodology, this study used a literature-based approach. I analyzed scientific papers published between 2050 and 2025 that discuss the application of ERT and PAS in groundwater exploration and aquifer mapping. This means I didn't collect the file myself, but rather I reward but rather I review previous studies to understand how these methods have been applied and developed in different geological conditions such as arid areas, coastal regions, and urban environments. And environments. By comparing results from various research, I could identify the advantage, limitation, and innovation in modern geoelectrical technique. Now, let's move to the basic principle behind this method. Geoelectrical techniques are based on Ohm's law and the principles of electromagnetism. When an electric current injected to the ground using electrodes, the potential difference that appears depends on the electrical resistivity of the subsurface material. Each type of soil or rocks has its own resistivity value, which is influenced by factors such as porosity, water saturation, and fluid conductivity. For example, material that contains more water, like clay or wet sand, have lower resistivity, while dry rocks have higher resistivity. By analyzing how resistivity changes with depth and across different areas, we can identify aquifer zones, subsurface boundaries, and even detect groundwater contamination or seawater intrusion. The best part is that all this can be done non-invasively without drilling and in a cost-effective way. From the literature I reviewed, several important findings were identified. First, Sinha et al. 2050 demonstrate that time-lapse electrical imaging can be used to study dynamic subsurface processes like water flow and saturation change over time. Two, Dimage et al. 2022 conducted a comprehensive review confirming that ERT is a reliable for long-term aquifer monitoring. Third, Hussein et al. 2023 applied ERT in Somalia and successfully mapped productive aquifers at depth of 25 to 80 meters. And Sanawi et al. 2023 combined GIS, remote sensing, and resistivity data in Iraq, which is improving the mapping of groundwater potential zone. These studies show that ERT and PAS are not only scientifically accurate but also practically effective in real environmental application. Other studies also made valuable contributions, like one Icard et al. 2023 found a strong correlation between resistivity and permeability, meaning electrical data can help predict how easily water flows through rock layers. And two, Vogelgensang et al. 2020 showed that high-resolution resistivity imaging improved the estimation of hydraulic conductivity in aquifers. And three, Rocker et al. 2070 developed PyGeometry, an open-source modeling and inversion software that has become very popular in geophysical analysis. And the last law, and Barker 1996 provided the mathematical foundation for fast inversion algorithms, which are still used today to process resistivity data. These findings together demonstrate the continuous innovation in geoelectrical methods, both in theoretical modeling and in practical application. Next, let's compare ERT and PAS more closely. Electrical resistivity tomography, or ERT, produces two or three-dimensional image of the subsurface. It provides detailed information about underground layers and structures, which makes it excellent for complex sites. However, it is more expensive and takes more time to conduct. Vertical electrical sounding, or VAS, on the other hand, is simpler and more affordable. It provides one-dimensional vertical profiles, which means it gives information with deep but less lateral detail. Therefore, many researchers now prefer an integrated approach combining ERT, GES, and remote sensing data. This integration allowed us to combine deep accuracy of ERT with the spatial coverage of remote sensing, resulting in a more comprehensive interpretation of groundwater systems. Even though these methods are effective, they also have limitations. One major issue is not unique inversion. In other words, different subsurface structures can produce similar resistivity results, leading to ambiguity in interpretation. Another problems come from environmental factors like soil heterogeneity, electrode spacing, or even temperature and salinity that can reduce data accuracy. And finally, many studies are site-specific, which means results from one location might not be valid for another geological setting. To solve this problem, research suggests several strategies integrating geoelectrical data with geological and geochemical methods, developing data inversion algorithm that can handle heterogeneous conditions and applying AI-based interpretation system to improve precision and automation. Geoelectrical methods beautifully connect theoretical physics with applied earth science. They apply the principle of electromagnetism and potential theory to study environmental systems in a quantitative way. Technological innovations such as drone-based ERT surface 3D inversion modeling and time-lapse monitoring have greatly improved the accuracy and efficiency of this method. In practical terms, geoelectrical techniques are widely used in water resource management, agricultural irrigation planning, urban water supply, and seawater intrusion detection. By integration ERT result with as we can produce more detailed and spatially accurate maps that support sustainable groundwater management and policy making. To summarize, geoelectrical methods, especially ART and PAS, are powerful and efficient tools for exploring and characterizing groundwater systems. They can provide accurate subsurface information without drilling, which makes them both scientifically available and economical practical. However, there are still challenges related to data resolution, inversion, reliability, and surface standardization. Look ahead, integrating artificial intelligence and multi-data fusion will enhance interpretation quality and expand the use of these techniques across different geological environments. Based on my analysis, several recommendations can be made for future research. At first, integrate ERT with geochemical remote sensing and other geophysical methods for better validation. And two, develop AI-based system for faster and more objective interpretation. Three, conduct long-term monitoring to better understand aquifer dynamic under changing climate conditions. And finally, establish open access database and standardized workflow to ensure that hydrogeophysical data can be shared and compared globally. This step will help improve research consistency and support sustainable groundwater management around the world. That's the end of my presentation. To conclude, this project helped me understand how physics, especially electromagnetism, can be applied to real environmental studies. Geoelectrical methods not only expand our scientific understanding of the surfaces, but also provide practical solutions to one of the world's most critical challenges, water scarcity. Thank you very much for listening. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.